Well, hello there. Welcome to Home Wizards. I'm Cindy Dole.
I'm Eric Stromer.
And we'd love to improve your home and improve your life. And I know that you can't say enough about vinegar. What is it about you and
Gosh darn
vinegar?
it, I love vinegar. I don't know. I guess I realized that it does so many things so well. It's inexpensive. It's not a chemical that will harm you or your kids. But you can do so. It's you can ingest it. You can clean with it. I mean, we're going to talk about how many things you can do with it. But to me, it's like hands down the greatest product ever invented.
Well, you know
in the
that
history of
any
man.
bottle of wine will become vinegar. It's
it's
basically
bad wine is
even good wine eventually
yeah.
becomes vinegar, and it's interesting when you think about how the acids in the vinegar in that whole fermentation process, that what that is that's now going to become like an antibacteria agent as well as a breaking down of any kind of dirt agent.
Sure. I mean, it's essentially a safe acid to use.
Break
right?
down the grease, break down the bacteria, and so there are so many ways to use vinegar. We just thought we had to talk about it.
Yeah.
So, what is your number one favorite way to use vinegar when you go home? What do you do?
Well,
with it,
I actually use it for mainly as a cleaner.
So in a spritzer bottle, you just
I have it
go around
in a
the house.
spritzer bottle. I have it in just a big jug, and the reason here's how I originally got turned on to the whole vinegar thing with cleaning. You know, when you install Saltillo tile Mexican pavers, they're made out of clay, and what happens is that when you install them, the moisture makes this material come out of the tile. It's like a what the heck was it? It was like a white sort of powdery chemical reaction, right? And there was really no way to get rid of it except the vinegar. The white vinegar would leach it out. It would pull it out of the tile. So then when it would dry, it would be clear and not have that horrible that
milky,
haze in it.
Yeah.
So that's the original way I started to work with it, and then I realized, man, this stuff cleans absolutely everything. So I think mainly I use it as a cleaner, and then of course in my Easter egg dyeing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I think that initially when you smell vinegar, you kind of go, ooh, it doesn't really smell great.
Yeah.
Unless a good balsamic vinegar, that I love.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that kind. We're talking about like pure white vinegar, that you see,
yeah,
or even apple cider.
It's like a $1 for a gallon. I mean, it's so reasonable.
But the good news is that the smell wears off.
Yeah.
But it's just, initially that white vinegar smell, especially if you're using it like to clean up a floor accident or something, you go, ooh, I don't know if I want to smell this all day. But it wears off, like it vaporizes. It's an alcohol.
That's
it just
exactly
goes
right.
away.
Gone.
So some things to do. How about using it to clean off your PC, your computer?
Yeah. Like the keys, you want to make sure that you don't get the liquid into the keyboard.
Right,
but if you put it on a cloth, and then just go ahead, and it's the fastest way I've ever seen to clean off the grimy keyboard that happens over time.
Or your fax machine or any kind of office gear. But basically, put it like equal parts of vinegar and water in a bucket.
Sure.
And then put it in a cloth, but really squeeze it out
That's
so
right.
there's no moisture. It's
and I don't even dilute it ever, really. I just go straight out. I go full blown. I go full bore.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
You can also use it to clean your computer mouse too.
Right.
If you still use a mouse, you can with a removable tracking ball, you can just get that in there, move the ball out underneath by twisting the cover off, and then again use this cloth, and it's going to really get the gunk out.
That's it. Also, the leveler blinds or the shades of some sort, whatever you have, the window blinds.
Yeah.
You can actually either put it right on your finger and just go along each
glove
blind,
test.
or you can go ahead and use a glove if you have one.
Yeah, you could.
And put it right in there and saturate the finger part, and bam, done. Wring the glove out. Make sure, again, you're not having it run down the blinds, but just go one at a time.
Have you used this when you're working on bathroom drains or even kitchen drains to unclog and maybe even deodorize them?
I pour it down the sink all the time. It breaks down the hair and the organic material very, very effectively, and it almost makes me want to cry. I love it so much.
Well, another secret, you can mix the vinegar with a little baking soda too to help unclog and to deodorize your drain, and it's also far gentler on your pipes, wouldn't you say?
Sure,
than
absolutely.
like the liquid Drano kind of a stuff.
No question.
You know.
How about mildew in the shower? I spray it in a spray bottle in the corners of the showers when I start to see the little mildew stuff appear. Mildew be gone.
I feel like you might have a bottle of this in every corner of your...
I'm wearing it right now. I've got it all. I bathe in it.
You and Heinz have a thing
That's
going,
it.
right?
Yeah.
You can also use this to clean stainless steel.
Yes,
right?
you can. It's streak-free.
It's amazing how just a light misting of undiluted, here we go, full-blown vinegar from a recycled spray bottle, and then just buff with a soft cloth that really brings out the brightness on your grill.
Sure does.
Or any of your stainless appliances.
Also chrome. Great for chrome if you're doing auto detailing. It's one of the secrets of the trade. I always ask the guys, how do you get it so shiny? He's like, vinegar.
Oh, is that what they say, really?
I'm like, no, really? He goes, yes, vinegar.
Vinegar.
Yeah.
Gosh, I guess it works for a lot of metals, too, like silver. I mean, I haven't tried this yet for baking, mixing a little baking soda with vinegar and like a half a cup of vinegar with a couple tablespoons of the baking soda. And you basically, for 2 to 3 hours, let it soak. You can put like your jewelry in there, let it soak for a couple hours, and then rinse it, and it's going to come out really shiny and new.
Sure. And you know that product Goof Off?
No.
It takes off adhesives.
Goof Off?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very strong chemical.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Well, you can replace that with vinegar. Like if you've got sticky stuff on the wall, price tags, stickers, decals,
or like on
anything
shoes.
like that.
What's the deal with shoes? You can't get the price tags off the bottom of your shoe.
I hate that. Well, guess what you do?
You're going to use some vinegar.
A little puddle of vinegar.
Goodbye, you price tag.
Goodbye, you pesky price tag.
I don't want to be walking around people go, oh, new shoes.
Yeah, right. Hey, thanks, whatever. Pay attention to your own shoes.
How about also deodorizing lunch boxes?
Oh, man, I'll tell you, I have that problem all the time with the kids' lunches. Sometimes they'll leave them in the weekend over the weekend in the car with the rotting food. I pour the vinegar in there.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
You put the vinegar in there.
Right in there, swish it around, rinse it out, be done.
Fresh.
Yep.
Well, you can also use it for brickwork. Who knew? Have you done this using for brickwork?
I've used it for all masonry stuff, like with the tile, the brick. It takes the phosphorus off the tile.
Same idea as a saltillo tile, right?
Yep.
And basically, this on brick, it won't harm the brick, but with a damp mop, using a cup of vinegar and maybe a little bit of water, right? It's going to really clean, especially if you have a brick fireplace.
Sure, absolutely. What about the old paneling? If you have wood paneling in your house, you just mix the vinegar in a little bit of warm water. You can either use white or apple cider vinegar and a little bit of olive oil, believe it or not, and that's going to give you not only the cleaning and the disinfecting, but it'll gloss it up a tiny bit with the olive oil.
Very, very good.
Very simple, very natural.
Now, I know that you have a secret about wood furniture scratches, right? But I guess we can also use vinegar, too. A little bit of distilled vinegar or cider vinegar, and then add a little bit of iodine. And
the iodine gives you the color.
And that'll help kind of paint over the scratch and use a little artist brush.
That's it. You can do that. You can even use your finger or just blot it with a towel.
Okay.
Moist towel. Pet stains, hello.
Pet stains?
Anytime you have pet stains, I use the vinegar right on the carpet. Two tablespoons of salt, a little bit of vinegar, and that's it. Let it dry, and then dry vacuum.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. What about the water rings on furniture? You know, this is an issue lots of times where, well, you have the water stains and not just the scratches, but the water ring, because now you had a glass of water, right? And you put it on a table, and now it's created like this water ring, on the table.
Right. That's right.
And so what do you think about that?
You just throw the vinegar down on there. Guess what?
Yeah.
Water ring be gone.
Would you add a little oil to it maybe?
You could use your olive oil again. You could use Murphy's oil soap if you want.
Oh, good.
That's another option. But I like the vinegar and the olive oil together.
Boy, it just feels like we have to go.
I've never said vinegar this much in my life, and I love it, and I'm going to keep saying it.
I feel like I've got to buy a big bottle of it.
I hope
maybe
you
a couple.
do. Just go to the supermarket, get it on the shelf.
There's going to be a shortage of vinegar.
By the way, take a look at that. And then go to your cleaning section, take a look at the price point, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's literally a third of the price.
So isn't that smart? So now we're not only, we're being environmentally smart, we're saving money, and it's going to really be effective. How about for your own carpet in your cars?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right? Because how often have you tended to your car carpeting?
Otherwise, you have to take it to the detailer, and then you have the smell of that stuff. That's what I don't like about the products. They linger with the smell. The vinegar evaporates, so you no longer smell it. But it's great for cleaning any carpet stain you could imagine. Spray bottle right on the carpet if you've got coffee stain on it in the car, and then you can use a natural bristle brush. And
then the chrome again, because that's what
heck yeah.
The vinegar.
Vinegar.
Don't forget using it in your dishwasher. I know that you've been doing this.
Oh, that's our best thing.
You put it in an empty dishwasher. Yep. So you're running a cycle
You put half a
hot
cup
water.
of vinegar in the dishwasher, face up, run it without the soap, and then that mildew smell is gone.
So that's the vinegar with water in face up,
Yep.
no dishes,
No.
and I think probably the super hot water if you have it on the
If you
super
do,
hot
yeah,
cycle.
That'll make a difference.
But the same thing.
Cleaning. I'm sorry. I'm
No.
so excited. I got
Go,
more
what?
here.
What?
A coffee maker. That's what you run
Oh,
through either an
of
espresso
course.
maker or a coffee maker.
We'll get that residue out.
There you
And it's
go.
going to make your coffee taste better.
Bitter be gone.
See?
I know.
And you can also use this to steam clean your microwave.
you can
You put this,
tell
it's
them
kind
that
of like
one.
the
That's
lemon,
great.
the same idea. You put it
Yep.
in a bowl of water and you put a little bit of vinegar. You can put a little slice of lemon in there.
Yep.
Zap it for 5 minutes in the microwave and it will basically melt all those splatters from the interior of your microwave.
Yes,
Vinegar.
ma'am.
It's like it goes
a
on and on.
wonder drug.
We'll put us all on the website. You can count on that at yourhomewizards.com. Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole, you're listening to Home Wizards.
Sister's saying in her sleep,